Hello students, you are welcome back to Dr. Oje's tutorial class. In this video we shall illustrate with examples how angles can be measured in degrees and radians. Stay blessed. But don't forget to click on the notification button so that each time I upload new video, you'll be duly notified. Thank you. Now, let's look at how this could be solved. Let's look at how this could be solved. Now, we have the first, we are asked to express the following angles in degrees and minutes, and we should correct to the nearest minute. We start with 3.4 radians. Don't forget that in our previous video, we talked about the conversion from radians to degree and degrees to radians. So 1 radian is equal to what? 180 all over pi. So 3.4 radian will be 3.4 multiplied by 180 all over pi. Okay, so don't forget your pi is 3.142. So if you multiply 3.4 by 180 and divide by 3.142, you are going to have 194.78 degree. So we have gotten the degree version of 3.4 radians. But don't forget that the question says we should correct to the nearest minute. That means the decimal part of this degree must be converted to the nearest minute. So now, you first of all take the whole number is what? The whole number is, the whole part is 194 degree. So if you take 194 degree, which is the whole number in this value, you'll be left with what? So you have 0.78 degree left. See, you understand? The whole number part is 194. The remaining decimal place is 0.74. So how do you now get the minute conversion of this? Just multiply what you have here by 60. So you multiply 0.78 by 60. So by the time you multiply that, you are going to have 47. You're going to have 47 minutes. If you multiply that, you have 47 minutes. So writing these together with this now, you now have, therefore we have, that means 194 degree 47 minutes. You can try that. So now the second question. Let's look at the second question. Now the second question says minus 2.58 radians. Just the same process. Follow the same process. Minus 2.58 radians. That's the second one. That will be what? Minus 2.58 multiplied by 180 degree all over, or 180 over pi. You might not even put degree. Okay, but don't forget our values. Our result will be in degrees because we are moving from radians. So to get it degree equivalence, it will be like that. So if you multiply minus 2.58 by 180 and divide by 3.142, so you are going to have 47.80 degree. That is what you are going to have. And that's what, since it is a negative value, you put minus there. Minus 47.80 degree, because you are having minus there. So minus and plus is minus. So now, just as we did in the previous solution, now take the whole number out. The whole number is minus 47. That's minus 47 degree. Now you are to deal with the decimal version, which is plus 0.80. Okay? So now multiply 0.80 by 60. So you're going to have what? You multiply that by 60, you have 48. So that means multiply this by 60, that is 0.80 times 60. That will give you 48. So now have minus 47 degree, which is the whole number of the value, 48 minutes. That's it. So that's it. Now the third one. 2 pi over 5. 2 pi over 5 radians. 2 pi over 5 radians. Now this one will be 2 pi over 5 multiplied by 180 degree all over pi. Okay, pi will cancel pi. So you'll be left with 2 times 180, that's 360 all over 5. 360 over 5, that was 72 degree. This one does not have decimal version of degree, so it is 72 degree. There won't be anything like a minute version or minute value in that. Now let's look at another question quickly. Another question. In this question, we are asked to express in radian. 2. Express in radian. Express in radians. Express in radians. Express in radians. 1. In Roman figure, 235 degree. 2. In Roman figure, we have 14 degree 4 minutes. And 3. In Roman figure, we have minus 284 degree 10 minutes. Yes. Let me write this one here so that it should not go out of visibility. Minus 284 degree 10 minutes. Okay. Now, just, here we are converting from radians to, from degree to radians because we have to express in radians. This is the opposite of what we have just done. So we are moving from degree now. That is 235 degree will now be, don't forget, you are converting from degree to radian. That will be pi over 180. So 235 degree will now be 235 degree times pi all over 180 degree. Okay? That is in radians now. So your value will be in radians. We have done this in the previous video. You can just fall back on that video and see the conversion. So how we convert from, radians to degree and degrees to radian. So this one will be 235 multiplied by 3.142. 3.142 is the value of our pi in constant. So divided by 180. So if you do that correctly, you are going to have 4.10 radians. If your calculator functions well, that is what you're going to have, 4.10 radians. Now the second one is in Roman figure 2, 14 degree 4 minutes. Now don't forget, it's already in minutes and you want to express in radians. It's already in minutes, so that means we have to convert the whole of this particular 4 minutes to degree first, so that it will be easy for us to move from degree to radians. So, and just like this 14 degree is like 14, plus 0, it's 4 minutes, right? 14 plus let's say 0.4 minutes, yes, because by the time we have split this now, it's like 14.4 minutes, 14 degree. So 14 plus 0.4 minutes, that's it. So what it simply means is that you divide 0.4 by 60 this time around. Divide 0.4 by 60, which is like saying that you are dividing 4. This 4 minutes here is 14, because by the time you had this now, you are dividing. I hope you are getting it. Just like the other one where we have to multiply the decimal version by 60. You can remember that in the previous one, you multiply the decimal version by 60 to get the minute equivalent. So 14 degree 4 minutes here. 4 is the whole number. Okay? So it's like splitting is now 14, 14 plus 0.4 is 14, 0.4 minutes, which is 14 degree 4 minutes. So now divide this 4 by 60. So if I divide 4 by 60, you're going to have what? Divide 4, let's see. Then now 4 all over 60 will be what? 0.066. Yes. When you divide 4 by 60, it will be 0, which is approximately 0.07. Okay, this is approximately 0.07. So now add this 0.07 now. You have converted this one to degree now. It was originally in minutes. You are converting it to degree. That's why we are dividing it by 60. If it were in degree and you are converting it to minutes, you multiply by 60. It's just vice versa. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. Now, we split this to 14.04 minutes rather. So now we want to convert the whole number, this 4. We want to convert it to what? It's already in minutes. We want to convert it to degree. So to now be what? 4 all over 60. So you divide by 60, you get this. Actually, approximating this, you have 0.07. So now, if you now want to write the value out, just add this your 14, which is the whole number, to what you obtain here. So that is 14 plus 0.07, and that will give you what? 14.07 degree. So everything has been converted to a degree now. Now, mind you, you are moving towards radians. So that means you convert to radians. Now means what? Now means 14.07, because to convert from degree to radians is going to be pi over, multiplied by pi over 180. So 14.07 times pi all over 180. That is, if you multiply it by that, you are going to have what? 0.245 radians. You can check. If there's any difference, let me know in your comment section. So 0.245 radians. That is that about that. Now the last one here, see under this example, the last one under this example, the last one under this example, you are asked to what? You are asked to express minus 284 degree. The last one, minus 284 degree, 10 minutes. Now, to convert that, you first of all have to convert this one to degree. So you have, it's like minus 284.01, plus 0.10 minutes. But yes, it's like that. But mind you, minutes, okay, let's say like that. So now, to convert from, minutes to degree, like I've just told you now, you divide by what? You divide by 60. Okay, you divide by 60. So when you divide this by 60, that is now divide, that implies that 10 all over 60. If you divide 10 by 60, this 10 whole number, you're going to have 0.166. Yes, you can try that. So now adding 0.166 to the whole number here, you have minus 284.166. Yes, minus 284.166 degree. So now converting degree to radians, you have now to radians, we have minus 284.166 multiplied by what? Pi all over 180. So by the time you multiply that, you are going to have what? Minus 4.96 radians. You're going to have minus 4.96 radians. So that is that for that as well. Now the last question before we leave this video. The last question. We are asked to which is the larger of the following? Which is the larger? Which is the larger? Which is the larger of the following pairs? We are asked to look for the larger values in each of the pairs. The first one is 129 degree or 2.16 radians. Which one is larger? The second one is 19 degree or 1/3 radians. Let's check. Now to check, let's just convert both to degree. Okay, let's convert both so it will be easier that way. You can also convert both to radians, whichever one, but it will be easier in here to convert. So we have 2.16 radians. Don't forget, radians now to degree will be 2.16 times 180 all over pi. So by the time you multiply by 180 all over pi, you're going to have what? 123.74 degree. You don't need to convert to minutes again because the first one is already in degree, and the second one you have converted now is also in degree. So you leave it like that. So obviously here, 129 is more than 123.74. Therefore, 129 degree is larger. 129 degree is larger. So I want you to attempt the second one by yourself and tell me what you obtain in the comment section. So on this note, we want to call this one a day. So see you in the next video. God bless you.